All right, what's up, guys? All right. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Skull. Gus. Good morning, James. Good morning, Chad. Good morning, Baja Express. Good morning, LB Trading. Good morning. All right, got another active pre-market. There's definitely a lot popping up, a lot gapping up. Looks like we had a decent front side earlier this morning, right around 7:30 on PIXY Pixie. This one up from $5 up to 19.45. Crazy move. And 3 candles in 3 minutes. It went from about almost $6 to 16.91. That is something. That is something. So that's how you can tell, the market is definitely in a full swing for more hot momentum. So let's take a look at all of these gappers. Definitely have a lot to cover again. Probably should have started a little bit earlier, but we'll go through. We'll go through the scans. So first up, NIXX up 238%. NIXX, does it have news? It looks very, very choppy here. Looks like it's trading higher after the company announced, provided updates, including its acquisition strategy in traditional markets and enhancing operations through technology and data analytics. Signs letter of intent to acquire a privately held company and wholesales gift business. All right, so it does have news. What's the float on this? Take a look at the float. NIXX. It always makes me log in and I always forget my password. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just register again for the third account. Okay, looks like that email already exists. It doesn't make you log in every time, but like once a month it makes you log back in on dilution tracker, and there we go. All right, we got it finally. And I always forget my password, like a month, that's a while, I can't remember that. All right, so 5 million. 5 million float here on NIXX. It does have news. It's up 230%. Chart's very choppy here. Huge drops, very huge drops. We're talking more than $1 a share drops. We're getting like grinding up to action and then just a straight like jumping off a cliff type of action. So I don't like the price action. This definitely looks like something I can really lose my shirt on. So we'll see if this one does open up. But it's definitely not my my go-to today for sure. Baja Express says SGD. JB, good morning. Next stock here on the gap scan, STAF, staff. This one, somebody is saying it kind of looks like VS from yesterday. So VS, we know, made a big move yesterday. And I was looking for that reversal off the low. We did get it. We did get it. And yeah, it seems like it's similarly making a pattern here on STAF. but we'll see if it starts to make a move. We've traded this one before. What's the float on it? Yeah, the float is sub 1 million. 850,000 shares, so very low float. Doesn't have any news on it though. But I think it's possible. Definitely want to keep an eye on this one. Morgan, good morning. What's up? So STIF is the second leading gapper. Less than about 850K float, up 200% already. 200%, and it's already consolidating all the way down here to lows. That's still up 200%. That means if it makes a move all the way up to 780 pre-market highs, it's up to 360% already. That's crazy. Pixie, we look at Pixie already? No, I don't think so. Taiwan semiconductor earnings lift technology sector as U.S. equity. Okay, I don't think that's yeah. So this is the catalyst. Pixie to acquire Turbo Scale in a $150 million deal. $150 million deal. So acquisition news, but you know the market is so hot, like the catalyst doesn't really matter all that much. Like this thing still just, you know, news comes out and it's just like, just rocket, you know. The things just rocket. Yeah, right at 8 a.m. this thing just rockets $3 a share. Everything's just more extreme. The breakouts are more extreme. The dips are way more extreme. Dipping farther than you expect to dip. So Pixie kind of fading now on volume, kind of towards the support area. Already made a massive move. Is the high already in for Pixie? It's a tough one to say. What's the float on it? 290K. 290K float. If this thing wants to keep going, it definitely can with this float. So I want to keep it on the side chart. But it's definitely going to be a tricky one. 290K float, the spread's going to be nasty. It's already showing a 30-cent spread. I wouldn't be surprised if we see close to $1 share spread on this one. If it really starts to get some volatility. Like I bet even in here, there was probably $1 share spread in this area. That one will be difficult. I see 2 million floating on Pixie. 2 million float on Pixie. Yeah, I see 290. Let's see, let's check FinViz. Might be a slight lag here. I see on FinViz all 500K. So I think it is. I think it might be a sub 1 million float. So that is Pixie. TVGN was also moving a bit. This one's a little bit of a larger float though. 21 million share float. Investors congratulate prestigious recognition of pioneer biopharma business model. Breakthrough innovations, business assets estimated to exceed 10 billion. Yeah, it's okay. It's a catalyst. Float's a little bit larger though. We did break out of these previous areas that we've traded. And now is it today going to be a day that it opens up? Or is the high already in? Maybe we can see a break over this area. $190 up to 2. It's possible. But I don't know if traders are really watching this one. Don't know if traders are watching this one. VSME, another one here that kind of made a huge move. So starting, you know, we had a massive move after hours too. So from about 140, started getting some volume up to 2, pulling back here to 180. Now rocketing all the way up to 645, and then pulling all the way back down to 2, and then rocketing again from 2 to 8, and then all the way back down to 3. That's crazy. That is crazy. What's the float? 1.7 million. Do we have news? I think we should have news if this thing just rockets after hours, but I guess not. I don't see any news here on BSME. Maybe that's probably why it's giving back all of its gains after a massive run shortly after. You're saying Pixie is non-marginable? Reminds me of Brondo. It's what plants want from idiocracy. Interesting. Pixie non-marginable. Yeah, if Pixie is non-marginable, I will trade it. I would trade it in my cash account, my Roth IRA cash account. And you know, if it's giving good green, I'll probably trade up to my cash balance here in my main account as well. Depending if I'm really doing well on it, I'm really making some good money, then I'll just go over the limit and I'll have to call Charles Schwab to lift the restriction, because it probably would be worth it if I am printing on it. But I don't think this is going to be the one here at the open. That's just my 2 cents, so. Italian Stallion, did you make killing the past 2 days? Unfortunately, small green on the day that drug ran. I let that kind of go way too far without me. I traded the first leg and the second leg, but let pretty much most of the move go. And then yesterday, actually red, pretty decent red. Batamax lost day yesterday. Not doing too well, so want to be able to rein in these red days. Back to flats, back to flat, maybe even small. I think small red on the month. Back to small red on the month. But it's part of the industry. It's part of the industry. The best you can do is take that as information and pivot the best you can. Manage that risk. But yeah, definitely struggling. Not really sure what has changed. The first 6 months of the year, I was on fire. The backs so far, 3 months of the year, small green, just chipping away. I would make decent profits, and then have like a decent red day, giving back multiple days of profits. So kind of back into like a boom bust cycle. A lot of the 2 losses that I had yesterday, if we look at, no, it wasn't drug, it was that other stock. I forget the stocks that were already moving yesterday. But I was too early on the dip, and then the second one, I was too late on the dip. So too early on the dip, too late on the dip, pretty much cost me the day on those 2 trades. So need to dial back in, get focused. What's the top of the watch list? Hope you guys are doing well though on this hot momentum. Hopefully you guys are raking it in. I mean, this is the type of the market. If you're dialed in and you are on fire, like, you can seriously rake it in. Be careful, guys. Hot market is overwhelming. Easy to make mistakes. Yes, if you make one mistake here in a hot market, it could be a pretty decent loss. But good news is, in a hot market, there's always opportunity right around the corner. So main stock for the open, I'm gonna keep a tight max loss today, because I don't want to dig myself a bigger hole than I already have. And if I'm not trending green on the day, they're like, who the freak cares? Like, there's so many stocks moving, like, whatever. Like, if I'm not trending green, I'm not trending green, and I gotta stop, you know? I'm here to make money, you know? And if I'm not making money, I gotta stop. So, you know, if I'm not in the green, like today, and I'm just digging deeper and deeper, gonna be throwing in the towel earlier than yesterday. But I do think yesterday, I don't regret anything because the market was there to give those moves, and the opportunity makes sense for the risk that I took. It's not like I was a max loss day on like a very slow day. That is like unacceptable for me. It's like if it's a slow day and I'm at max loss, that's like almost unacceptable because I'm taking more risk than I need to. But on a hotter market, I open up my max loss a little bit. I give myself some more room because the potential for reward is there. I don't know what to watch here for the open. Nothing screaming yet. What do you guys like? What do you guys like? There's so much, like, it could be any one of these stocks could be the one. It's hard to tell. It's so hard to tell. We have a light 10-15 tickers on the gap scan. Will be a day all over the place. Yeah, like everything is moving. That's like any one of these like 20 stocks on the gap scan could be the one. So I think the right thing to do right now is to just sit tight, wait for the one to show itself, peek its head out, and then start to get active on it. Rather than trying to guess which one is going to be the one, because guessing which one is going to be the one is like 1 in 20. It's like there's no, like the chances are definitely not there right now for trying to guess the one at the open. In a different market, when there's just like kind of one stock that's real clear that everyone's watching, then yeah, like that's, you know, coming into the open, you know, ready to be aggressive at 9:30 and 9:31 for the first opening dip. But, you know, on days like today, so much is moving, you know, maybe it's best definitely to be a little bit more patient before you're taking that first trade at the open. Or it could be something else that just jumps, wait on best setups, a lot of them fade at the open. Yeah, Don Juan might be right for that. All right, so as you guys are tuning in to your own trading, make sure you drop that like button, subscribe if you're new. We got about 3 minutes left. I am going to take these next 3 minutes here to myself. Sit in silence, get present, get ready to trade, and just gotta get back on top of things, you know. Just gotta get back on the winning side. Got to get back on the winning side. You know, I'm sitting nicely on the year. I got a lot behind me. Just another bump in the road. Until the next huge streak of green. So just going to sit tight, wait for the best stock of the day. trade it. If I start to get green, then start to increase the size. But if I'm trending red, quickly putting a stop to that, quickly sizing down before I go deeper and deeper into the red. So that's my plan. Good luck, guys. Stay calm, collected, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, peace.